Okay, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling the daily picks from Puddin's POP.
Yeah, the ones for May 4th, 2025.
Exactly. We've got their expert betting predictions, and we really want to dig into their strong play and good play.
See what makes them tick. Right.
Right. The mission here is, well, to quickly get a handle on the key reasons, the stats behind these picks.
Not just who they picked, but the why. The data underneath it all.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. Puddin's POP, their daily picks page, basically lays out their betting advice for the day.
Yeah. Expert predictions, some statistical insights, and they even track how they're doing.
Performance tracking, so it helps you make, more informed bets.
That's the idea. And speaking of performance, their season results give some context.
Oh, yeah. What are they looking like?
Well, the strong plays are currently 6-1.
Wow. Okay.
Good plays are 4-2.
Not bad.
And overall, they're sitting at 10 wins, 3 losses. That's about a 5% bankroll increase.
Okay, so that track record, it kind of suggests they have a decent handle on things.
It certainly lends some credibility, yeah.
All right, let's dive into that strong play then. Astros money line against the White Sox.
Yep, at negative 210 odds, they're giving it a 70% probability.
70%, that's pretty confident. What's the main driver here?
It really seems to boil down to the pitching matchup.
Okay.
You got Lance McCullers Jr. for Houston facing Bryce Wilson for the White Sox.
And McCullers Jr., he's good.
Oh, yeah. His strikeout rate is strong, 26%. But what's maybe more telling is his expected slugging percentage, the XSLG.
XSLG, right.
It's really low at .224.
Yeah.
That basically predicts he's great at limiting, the big hits, extra bases.
Got it. So McCullers limits damage. Now,
Yeah.
how do the White Sox usually handle right-handed pitching like McCullers?
They tend to struggle against righties.
Ah, okay. And that brings us to their pitcher, Wilson.
Exactly. And his numbers, well, they suggest he's pretty vulnerable.
How so?
His expected on-base average, xOBA, it's high, .404.
Okay, so guys get on base against him.
Seems like it. And his hard hit percentage is up there too, 45%.
Meaning batters are making solid contact.
Right. So high chance of getting on base, high chance of hitting it hard. Not ideal for Wilson.
So you've got a strong pitcher against hitters who struggle with righties and facing a pitcher who seems vulnerable. What about the offenses?
Well, the analysis notes Houston's offense isn't like world-beating, but it's decent.
But the pitching advantage is the key.
It really seems to be the significant edge here. Plus, you factor in the game conditions.
Right. Guaranteed rate field. It's cooler.
Yeah, cooler conditions, which generally are seen as more pitcher-friendly.
So that probably helps McCullers even more. Makes sense. Okay, let's shift gears. The good play. Jets money line against the Blues.
Yep, negative 150 on the money line, 65% probability.
Lower confidence than the Astros pick, but still pretty strong. What's the story here? Hockey.
Yeah, this one looks like it's built on the Jets' strengths meeting the Blues' weaknesses right now.
Okay, Jets' strengths.
Well, for starters, their power play is fantastic, league leading actually at 28.9%. And their overall offense is solid too, averaging about 3.4 goals per game.
Strong attack. And the Blues' weaknesses.
Defense is the main thing. They've got some key injuries. Krug and Holloway are out.
Ouch. That's got to hurt their blue line.
Definitely makes them more vulnerable, especially against a team like Winnipeg that can score.
Any other mismatches?
Yeah, potentially in goal. You got Connor Hellebuyck for the Jets.
Zena winner. Right.
Exactly. He's expected to be around a .920 save percentage, which is likely quite a bit better than what Jordan Binnington's bringing for the Blues currently.
Okay, so Jets have the edge in offense, power play, and likely goaltending, facing a weakened defense.
Pretty much sums it up.
That.
There are a couple other points, too.
Like what?
Head-to-head, the Jets have taken 2 of the last 3 games against St. Louis.
Okay, recent history favors them.
And just looking at recent form, the Blues haven't been great. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games.
Yeah.
Kind of a slump.
Right. Adds another layer to it. Okay, so let's quickly recap. The strong play, Astros. That really hinges on the big pitching advantage for McCullers right there.
Especially against a White Sox team that struggles with righties and Wilson's vulnerabilities.
And the good play, the Jets, that's more about their potent offense and strong goaltending capitalizing on Blues injuries and, well, recent struggle.
Precisely. It's, a pretty detailed look, factoring in matchups, stats, trends.
Absolutely. It does make you think, though, doesn't it? You see all this data, these probabilities, the expert analysis, how much weight does it really carry in sports, which can be so unpredictable?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Yeah. And what other curveballs, what other factors might you, the bettor, want to consider that aren't maybe captured in these kinds of picks? Definitely something to mull over. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive.